Hello everyone and welcome to episode 2, Stranded Alien Dawn, hard mode. Let's get right into this. So we're going to load this game up. Hopefully I can remember what we were doing in the last one. I did take a break. I did put a video out for a how-to on bases and defenses. So let's see where we're at. I believe I had, okay, yeah. So I was doing the glitter cap, so I really need that to get that down. And I had a few more things that I needed to research. I believe it was the skin bark for the leather and the silicone, I believe. Yes, okay. Alright, so let's put this into gear and let's see what comes. See how our survivors are doing right now. Alright, so they're gonna wake up and eat. And yes, I do have food on. That is okay. I will probably put a little bit more in. And I believe I need some scavenging. Which one's the closer one? I think we'll just go to this one. And I do need some wood, because I am going to start building some stuff soon. Let's see what we got here. So Krista has researched that. That is good. And I need her to go on to the skin bark. Let's see if she'll go there. Actually, let her research that first. Yeah, because I believe she is on the, yes, the metal refinement, and I really do need that, so I can try to get some weapons up and running. And while that's going, I'm going to put down some glitter caps. So let's see here. Alright, so we're going to put down an 8x8. I do need quite a bit of them. So it's good to have a few. And let's see. So I'm going to change Emmeline's. No, she's doing alright. Okay, so, well, we're going to bed. And then let's see what happens in the morning. Let's hope I can get some good stuff off of these down crafts. I could use some more weapons, because starting on hard doesn't give you much. So I would actually like to get some weapons. That would be nice. So I don't, because the thing is, you know, I can craft weapons once the weapon smithing is up, but bows don't usually do much, and the spears will get you killed. So I don't know. I tend to find that unarmed seems to do better than using those spears for some reason, which doesn't make much sense to me. But we will hope for the best. Yes, some weapons would be nice. And I am going to build another shack here. And I am going to make some more supplies here. So two of these down. That should be good. Let's get Nova on some scavenging here, and hopefully we'll be able to find some weapons. I believe I did have armor, and I believe I did put that on, or maybe not. No, I don't believe I did. So let's get Emmeline making some food here. Have my metal refinement, so I'm going to put that down. But yes, scavenging is really big to do at the beginning because again, it's RNG, so you may find weapons, you may find clothing, you may find armor for them. Right now, I mean, I would put all the armor on Nova because she's the only one with a weapon. So I guess I do have the helmet. Excuse me. So let's see here. It's getting up much scrap, so that's okay anyway. And let's see what we got going on. Supplies are good. Don't think I need any more of that. Okay, so I need to get the skin bark so I can at least get some bows. So I'm gonna get Krista on that, and we got another day gone. Yeah, these days move so fast. I mean, if you're playing on, play, then yeah, I guess a day would seem really long, but unfortunately your survivors just look like they take forever to actually just walk around, and this game would be excruciatingly long considering it can go years. So I do like to play on the fast. When I need to, I will hit the pause button, but generally I like to play moving them a little bit quicker. Alrighty. I'm gonna get that down. And I probably will make another one over here. Just because if it starts to rain and they are out in the fields, if they're outside of this circle, everything's up for grabs. I mean, I've had my survivors out scavenging, hit by lightning. I've had them standing literally right outside this circle, hit by lightning. And on hard, you do get a bit more weather events, so it's good to have these down because it does rain, and when you get the rain, you get the lightning, and then people get hurt. So let's see what we got for farms. So we'll get 480. Might want to expand that maybe. Actually, that should be good. Alright, so we got Krista on the skin bark. And I will need to get Quinn on that at some point. And let's see what we got here. I'm going to take Emmeline off the scavenge for now. Just because I need her on the food or around the planting if I need that. And I could use maybe a few more melons. Let's grab a few of those. Actually, grab some glitter caps. That will work. Nice. Got myself a gun. So this is handy. This is the railgun sniper. So this is one I was really hoping I'd find. Very helpful. It shoots at longer distance, so if you have ones with shorter guns, they can stand closer to the person so that if anyone makes it past, because they do take time to reload the gun. So I'm going to give Emmeline the laser pistol, so then I guess if anything happens, these two can go out and take care of business. So that should be good for me. Some more guns would be handy, and then I won't actually have to do the weaponsmithing right now. There's not really a need for it if you do find weapons, so, do skip that part of it if you do find some, because bows are quite useless, so they're just in case, you need to arm up your people and then protect yourself when the insects come in the groups. But if you do find weapons and you get lucky with that, then I wouldn't worry too much about it, because by the time those weapons will wear out, you should be okay. But I would still get it up and going as a last resort, or your first one if you find no weapons. So, alrighty. So that is good. I do like that. Okay. Get everybody moving again. So as you see, I don't have to move too much around. As you see about my handling, so she just handled the furnace and then took off to go scavenge, and that is perfect for me because what they end up doing is sharing the responsibilities of moving the stuff around. Um, so then everything actually gets done all the time. I don't have to tell them what to do too often. And as you see, I can get Krista to just now come to the research the silicone plant. So this will be helpful. Alright, so we got a few mushrooms. How much we get here? Oh, 190. That is not bad. And our food is pretty good. Krista is about to have a meltdown, but that's expected. She tends to have more meltdowns than anyone I've ever seen. So, let's see, what do I need here for this? Some metal. I'm gonna get a dartboard up, so at least I got a little bit of something for them. It's good to get at least something for their relaxing. I mean, they can sit in the chairs. That is helpful as well. But getting up other things do help. Right, so here's the other problem. I don't want too much metal, but I am going to pull my people back. I do want them all here. Because I do want them in this circle, as you see. If I didn't have that, somebody probably would have been hit by lightning. So this should be close to their time. I hope they don't wander off too far out of here. They have been known to do that, going for their walks, and then walk right out into a lightning strike, which does not help me very much. So if you do see that they're too far away during that, remember these are metal, so they will be attracted to that, so therefore they may get hit. But so far we're doing pretty good. We are day 10. Not bad. And then once I get the silicone sorted out, and now as you see, this is my example. I have 55 metal here that when I drafted them to pull in into this area where the lightning rod was. So this is sitting on the ground. Somebody will go get this. I don't have to worry about it because of the way I've designed my handling, that somebody will get this. And this is the reason for the delivery and the handling, is that you don't have to worry about stuff sitting on the ground. Eventually somebody will grab that. As you see, Quinn just went and got that. I didn't have to tell him to do it, which makes it much easier for your people to get things done. Okay, so Krista is almost done that. So what I'm going to be doing soon is, once I get the silicone up, I'm going to start chopping down some wood, because I'm going to want to get the outline for things of what I'm going to be building into. I do want to get a base up and running, and I'm going to need quite a lot of wood for that. I don't want to make small little temporary places for them. The reason for that is because, well, I'm going to end up having to make something else. I'm going to end up having to tear that down. and that isn't gonna suit me well. It's gonna mess up my whole flow of what I'm doing. Let's see. Let's get tailoring. Actually, let's get the construction, tailoring, and maybe spaceship debris, or maybe I'll get the grids up. I'll start working on my power right now. Like I say, Krista can do the research quite fast, so I'm not too worried about taking her off and on every once in a while. Alright, so let's get all of these trees done here. Alright, so now I gotta figure out what I want to do for a base here. So I'm gonna need defenses. I did show in my base and defense video why I use these small fences. The reason for that is the high fences really do suck. You don't need them. Stone fences don't make any more difference than this fence, as you see. They pretty much have the same amount of damage, and the research for the fortification fences is really not worth it, because you know, as I explained in that video, the fences right now don't tend to take very good damage, so it's not really worth it. So what ends up happening is that I put a 250 you know, protection fence up, and you know, one little tiny bug will eat right through it almost immediately. So that doesn't really do me any good. So let's see here. I am going to maybe what about here? So first off, what I like to do is, you know, figure out roughly what I'm doing. So once she researches the base, I'm gonna lay out an outline. Doing an outline is actually really good, because then you don't have to worry, oh, I've run out of room, so this way you can kind of plan what you're going to want to do. You can set it up at, say, its most maximum point, and then, you know, when you start building it, you're not going to be surprised that you've run out of room. Especially on hard, you don't want to you know, kind of mess your shit up and then get attacked, and it's like, oh, I was not prepared for this. This is going sideways. So we're gonna hope my game doesn't go sideways, but you know, anything can happen in this. All right, so we got the silicone leaf. I'm gonna get that up and running. Maybe I'll start with that for now. And what do we got on here? Yes. You know, some people will maybe do musical instruments or things. I don't do the pickling because it just kind of wastes everything. You get half the supplies of what you put in, and I'm not trying to keep these on the shelf for long periods. I'll pick them when I need them. They're very close. And then I'm going to start relying on my glitter caps for a lot of things, and some grain mixed in. Okay, well, we got some more animals here. Let's see where they are. Okay, so I am going to draft these two, and then let's hope this all goes well. Just trying to figure out where I'm going to want to go in. So very handy that I got the sniper, because then I can stay back a little bit, pull a couple in. No, unless they just want to run away from me. So yeah, you don't want to incite the entire group, not at this point in time. And I see a lot of missing, so it's not good. Let's get them over here. So yes, I do want to get defenses up. That is one of the key points of this. Getting the defenses up and going. I don't go into flamethrowers at the beginning. Or sorry, I don't go into turrets at the beginning. They require the power and they require a lot of parts. So what I do is the flamethrowers. They are my first line of defense. I set up a little corridor for them. And then I try to funnel them through. Alright, where are the rest of you guys? Yeah, I really don't like this part at the beginning when you have no defenses, because I do like to let them come and swarm me. They get melted pretty quickly. Okay, well, nobody's shooting at anyone, so this is not handy. Okay. And I got 10 more. So sometimes you can get them to come in one at a time, sometimes an entire group, sometimes half a group. And where's the 9? Yes, this part at the beginning, when you have no defenses, is very time consuming. I would not want to continue to play like this. This would be a horrible play. So yes, getting my defenses up and running is what I am looking to do. But I do have to finish this attack first, so time consuming. And very helpful that I got that sniper rifle. And there we go. So I'm going to undraft them. And let's see what we got going on here. Who took what? Superficial. Superficial. These I can live with. That was pretty good run on that one. So that's my second one now that I believe I've had, and treatment will be fine. Again, I have set my priorities for 1 on treatment, so they should end up treating somebody. See, Krista has now just jumped off of her research job to go do healing. And that is perfect. As you see, Emmeline helps with the green. She really does do a good job on the meals. That's why I only have her doing the cooking. I know I've seen other people that have picked Emmeline and they don't use her for what she's supposed to be used for, which is the cooking. She is very handy, gives good bonuses, so yeah, I do recommend that if you do pick Emmeline for the food, then please, use her for that. Okay. And I think that might be about it. That was a good little run there. We've got a few things up and running here, as you can see. And my next video, I believe I'm going to start laying out my base now that my buildings are available. We're at day 12. I think everything is looking pretty good. We got a bit of a farm going. We're going to get some crops out here. And then we're going to get this all up and running soon. I will probably have to build a few more shelves, and then I will work on my tailoring, I believe, in the next one, so I can get some clothing up for them, at least a few pieces. As you've seen what I did at the beginning of the other one, I took off some of the winter clothing that they had on them, and I put that away, so then therefore I will have those winter clothing, at least to give them something for the winter. I have ran them with no clothing, so that works as well. As long as I have antibiotics in the winter, they'll run around in bras and underwear, so this is still not that big of a deal. But yeah, I'm gonna save this right now, and then we will come back to this at the next date. So let's see here. Should then save this on 2. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I do look forward to showing you trying to build a base as fast as possible, and you will see why I want to get my defenses up and get a base in here somewhere. I'm not going to build extremely large, so you will see why I'm going to build what I'm going to build. But yeah, please like and subscribe the video. I am new to this, so I could use the help in just pushing the videos. I'm not trying to make anything big, just would like my videos to be out there, especially my how-tos. So if you can like and subscribe, it would help quite a lot. And I do look forward to making these videos for you, and I will see you next time. Thank you.